If you haven't seen the previous episodes of my Waking Titan alternate reality game recaps, I suggest you do that before watching this one. There is a link to the playlist which contains every episode in the description. In order to understand what happened next in this phase, we need to take a step back to the first glyph and into the PDF memo from Major Sophie Dubois to Elizabeth Lighton. In the initial assessments, we see a list of existing material yet to come from Project Waking Titan. More specifically, we can see we found 5 websites out of 5. Looking at the upper right corner, we see 5 boxes with letters in them. These represent the websites found. On June 30th, the next website, Superlumina, updated with what appeared to be a glitch. Then later, the site updated its glitchy info with new glitchy info, and the copyright date on the site changed. Not long after that, emails were sent out to people who had signed up to the Waking Titan website. 4 different kinds of messages were sent, one at a time in a specific order. Each email had a string of letters and numbers. When converting the string from hex to ASCII, they give these words: Battle of Hastings, Tosan, Royal Society, and Turing. When clicking on the Waking Titan link in the email, it goes to a page similar to the previous phase stating that subroutine Mercury is active, this being process 2 out of 3. And just like the previous process, we are given a multiple choice between 5 answers. After submitting, we are directed to the Superlumina website, where we can now see the results of the voting. At the same time, users took the error codes in order of when the emails were sent out and placed them in a web address, or more specifically, on Imgur. Going to the address presented a math problem, the answer being 256, which is also the most common color map used in graphics, where each palette is given a red, green, and blue value. Some suspected that the choices given were RGB values. When placed in an RGB color map, LittleProg came up with these results. It was up to the community to decide what to do and how to vote. After all, this RGB approach was not verified as the official choices, but due to previous clues using RGB as a reference, it was the only approach that held any kind of logic. Now, whether or not the puppet masters were construing the choices based on players' reactions is completely theory, though we have seen changes occur due to a player's interactions and discussions, so the choices, while they may seem inconclusive, could be generated by speculation from the community. That being said, it would, for lack of a better word, explain what comes next. The voting completed a few hours later and the Superlumina site temporarily turned pink, the exact RGB value as the winning choice. Then the site went live. Another corporate website that boasts their research in something called Nonlinear transmission technologies, where they state, "We hypothesize that the creation of virtual geodesics alongside properly attuned transmissions of data could potentially send human-readable data over long distances and in a short time frame. With enough energy, this could possibly be sent to a relative frame in space-time, where the signal has not yet been sent." Additionally, in their About Us tab, they state, "This venture is a way for us to continue our studies into how the fundamental laws of the universe can be strategically used and modified to humanity's advantage." The site is full of bugs, most notably is one in the Contacts tab, and going into the blogs, we see one particular image glitching. Clicking on the blog, we see more glitching happening with its title. If we go to either blog about NLTT and type in 256 anywhere, the image changes to reveal a number, a phone number. Calling the number gave this message:
"Call back later for pickup instructions. Be ready."
Going back to the home page, there appears to be a mess of corrupt letters. This specific kind of corruption is known as a Zalgo text. Seen here, we can create some of our own. The message reads as follows: Behind the text is a button going to the Projects tab. When looking at each project listed, we see a project ID number accompanying them. These numbers are decimal values, and when converted, they gave the following: Each one gives the name of a site discovered early in the ARG. However, one of these is not like the other. What is Infinite Loop? And why was it not included in the list of sites before? Perhaps the Atlas Foundation didn't anticipate this in their plans when contacting us, but now since we are receiving information from the future, we see a difference in the plan, meaning something has happened in the future to affect the present. On July 1st, a new radio ad aired.
The present message is a test. If you hear this audio transmission, we at Superlumina have finally proven the Lorentz invariant theory is right. We have succeeded in stabilizing superluminal communication. Transmitting information into the past is now possible. Today is the 6th of August, 2017. For more information, visit superlumina-6c.com.
Speculation. Now, if we call the number from the NLTT blogs, we get this message.
The Cumberland by Marble Arch. Now, 2 persons max. Meet Agent 59. Passcode. What was the first? Warning. We will not wait.
A live drop was happening, and the community had to decide what the passcode was quickly. There was the theory that the passcode was the first answer of the Waking Titan ARG, which many argued could be Hyperion 16 or Orion, etc. To state the facts, the first passcode to be used in the Waking Titan ARG was Hyperion. I even go over this in episode 1. It was used to unlock the Waking Titan website in combination with the username Waking Titan. User moulesmariner confirmed to be there for the drop. On his way over, the message when calling the number changed again.
Acknowledge. Agent moulesmariner en route.
He then met up with Agent 59, who was suspected to be the one who recorded the conversation.
Is it noisy in here?
Yeah,
You have a passcode for me?
I do.
What is it?
16.
16. Why did you decide on 16?
It was the first passcode for Waking Titan.
All right. Were there any other answers that you considered?
There were Orion, Hyperion. I need to look. You just bear with me.
All right.
It's been a bit of a rush to get here.
I imagine. You've come to some trouble. We appreciate that.
It's been a long way.
It's all right. It's not that important.
Is it not that important? Okay. I have got it then.
How did you decide on that answer versus all of the other answers?
I don't know. I'm part of the community and they needed somebody to come to the job.
Why did you trust their decision over your own decision?
Why did I trust theirs? Because we're together. We're a collective. We're working together to achieve an end, I think.
Thank you.
Moulesmariner received an Atlas pin and a quick doodle from Agent 59. The drawing also had words reading 28 minutes of silence after The Flower Thief. The Flower Thief is a 1960 film directed by Ron Rice. Ron Rice made a following film in 1962, a 28-minute silent film entitled Senseless. The answer to the fifth sigil is senseless.
What if we tried this already?
The next broadcast will happen on July 8th on Howard Stern. I'm Kyle Culver, also known as Diabetic Gamer. Thank you for watching, and as a reminder, all of the links from this video are in the description. Also, if you don't know, I'm on Twitter. And until next time, good luck, traveler.